I guess we've always been doing exhibitions. For a while they were organized by volunteers, and there were some really phenomenal shows in our past organized by just people interested in contemporary art from the local community. My name is Rachel Tramposh. I'm the exhibitions coordinator at the Art Center. So essentially that means I manage all the logistics of the exhibitions. I help coordinate shipping for our exhibitions. I work with the artists to help put up their shows.
The three main galleries are the main gallery, the Eisenberg Gallery, and the Strolling. My name is Jordan Horton. I'm the curator at the Art Center. I curate the three main galleries, and I think about the concept of the show, artists that I think would be interesting with the concept, and what I think the community would want to see. I've been thinking a lot about my curatorial practice lately, as something that's really exciting about now being at the Art Center is working in an organization. Before this, I was freelancing and therefore making shows as I thought of the idea, but this one's a bit more on a schedule. I would like to say in general, my curatorial practice is really community-based. I think wherever I've gone, I've thought about the community that I was in. For example, I've curated shows in the Bronx. I have a show that I'm curating in Maryland. The beautiful thing now working at the Art Center is I'm from New Jersey, I'm from Newark, and so it's really exciting to be able to think about my community in a very tangible and easily relatable way.
So we've been having a partnership with the Summit Library for 11 years, I believe. It started in 2009. And really the reason why we have a partnership with them is to bring local artists to the local community. There's a different audience at the Summit Library than there is at the Art Center. People at the Art Center want to see art, and people at the library might be coming just to pick up a book for their kid or for a public event there. So the concept of the exhibition was created by the artists. Usually I don't create the concept of the exhibition. It comes from what the artist wants to exhibit. So the two artists that we have up right now are faculty members of the Art Center. So Denise Benag is a kiln tech at the Art Center, and Alicia is the summer camp manager. And they also both have their own art practices and teach classes on top of that. So they have this interesting similarities between their artwork. So they both experiment with repurposed paper. They both make handmade paper. They are always trying out new techniques and materials to put into their artwork. And so Alicia's art is very bold and colorful. Denise's is a little bit more quiet, I guess, a little more understated. So visually the result of their process looks very different, but they have these similarities that you can tell in the final product. They use natural imagery as a way to express themselves through their art. It's hard to choose a favorite because I like how it all works together as a show. But I think what I really liked that they did specifically for this exhibit is that Denise took the glass case that usually just has historic plates, I think, from the library in it, and she used it to put her ceramic birds. And I think there's also ceramic mouse in there too. And she made these little baskets that look like nests in there as well, and put these little pieces of paper in it to look like hay or whatever the birds had picked up to make a nest with, and it just ended up looking very cute. And there's a very heartfelt quality with all the art in the show. There's little pieces of little words and phrases that look like advice almost, and there's something very precious about the way that they put everything together. So I just thought that was a very unique way to use that space. The Overlook program is relatively new. It's only about 2 years old, and the Overlook Hospital has an interest in supporting the staff at the hospital with their mental health and recognizing their role as people who are in charge of the health and well-being of hundreds of people, thousands of people maybe. So we put up art, and then we bring the artists to different programs for the staff, and those programs are about recognizing their whole being and their role and how much they help with the lives of the people who come into the hospital.
I'm looking forward to starting my own self-led curatorial projects with the Art Center in the springtime. We have a show that we're thinking about textile and landscape with, as more details will come as the time goes on, but I'm really excited to use that show as the perhaps the nexus and then expanding ideas out to the other galleries?
So I think we do 23 or 24 shows a year around. Upcoming is just in September will be a new library show from Manuel Wong, who does paintings of local spaces. So one of them is a painting of Summit Diner or like downtown Madison, so all these local places, and it'll be a really beautiful show. Upcoming in the upstairs community galleries at the Art Center is Yvette Cohen and the Metheny Arts Access Program, who will have completely different shows, but are both working with abstract art. And we'll also be showing artwork from women at Edna Mahan, which is the women's prison in New Jersey. So a lot to come. A very different show for us, but a very important show. Yeah.
I think something that's really great about having art in places beyond the Art Center is showing people that art can exist everywhere and anywhere. As we see like in the park a little down the street, there's like sculptures there, and so there's public art involved, and just showing the community that you can have art everywhere, and it's something that you can have in your everyday life and can bring joy to your everyday life too.